Trippie Redd, born Michael Lamar White IV on June 18, 1999, is an American rapper, singer, and performer from none other than Canton, Ohio. You may know him from his popular hits, Miss the Rage, Love Scars, or Dark Knight Demo. As previously mentioned, Trippie Redd was born in Canton, Ohio, and grew up on 14th Street. Early in his life, he formed a group called 1400-800, which was based on the street number he grew up on. The group he formed was filled with close friends, family, and other community associates of Trippie. These group members are seen in many music videos. His stage name, Trippie Redd, came from the fact that his friends used to call him Trippie Hippie, which he eventually combined into one alternate spelling of Trippie and had Red at the end, as his younger and older brother were both nicknamed Hippie Red and Dirty Red. Tragically, Dirty Red passed away after a fatal car crash in 2014. Although Trippie Redd excelled academically in school, achieving a 4.0 GPA, he pursued music rather than education out of high school. Early on, Trippie Redd was heavily influenced by the likes of Ashanti, Beyonce, Tupac, and Nas. These were all artists his mother played growing up. As he developed his own taste, he began to listen to MF Doom, T-Pain, Green Day, Marilyn Manson, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, and other groups and rappers. An early influence cited for his early dreamy soundscape was a Florida producer, XXYYXX, and his inspiration to start rapping was Tavion Williams, another rapper who went by Lil Tay. He began rapping as early as 2014, releasing songs Sub-Zero and New Ferrari independently, but deleting them not long after posting them. Trippie Redd cites a major stepping stone in his career was moving to Atlanta. The infrastructure for rap music, as well as the supportive community, empowered Trippie to really start making music. He claims that around Ohio, people are not as supportive of your music endeavors as cities like Atlanta. Although the Akron and Canton area has produced the likes of musicians like the Black Keys, we don't have the extensive list of massively famous musicians that cities like Atlanta do. Upon moving to Atlanta, Trippie met Lil Wop, a rapper from Chicago that was signed to 1017 Records, a record label founded by Gucci Mane. Lil Wop, being in Atlanta because of 1017 Records, helped Redd get into professional recording studios. Because of these connections Trippie built, he was able to get large amounts of studio time for free. This was a massive jumpstart for his career. Lil Wop and Trippie worked with Cody Shane, who was a rapper that was part of Lil Yachty's collective Sailing Team at the time, to record 3 projects. After recording these projects, Trippie eventually signed to the label Strange Entertainment and moved to Los Angeles. At Strange Entertainment, he released Love Scars off the album A Love Letter to You, which was his breakout hit. The song garnered 400 million streams on Spotify, 135 million views on YouTube, and more than 130 million on SoundCloud. This song was just the beginning of a long and fruitful, and sometimes tumultuous, career for Trippie Redd. This was the beginning of his A Love Letter to You series, which ended up with 4 more installments, with the most recent being released in August of 2023. The release of Love Scars would start what some would consider Trippie Redd's prime. In August of 2017, Trippie featured on XXXTentacion's song, Love, which is now one of the most streamed rap songs of all time. 2 months later, his second installment of A Love Letter to You series was released, debuting at number 34 on the Billboard 200. 2 months after that, Trippie released one of his most successful songs, Dark Knight Demo, featuring Travis Scott, with the song being his first to chart on the Billboard Hot 100. In August of 2018, Trippie Redd would release his first debut album, Life's a Trip, which would receive generally positive critical reviews. It was an adventurous album, outside of his typical sound, and debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. Later that year, A Love Letter to You 3 would be released. In August of 2019, his album, Exclamation Point, would be released, including a song recently popularized on TikTok, Everything Bozy, featuring Coi Leray, his girlfriend at the time. However, not long after getting together, Trippie and Coi would part ways. In November of 2019, he would go on to release A Love Letter to You 4, a mixtape that debuted at number 1 on Billboard 200. This was his first chart-topping album. After this, Trippie went on a bit of a stale run. With his next album being met with mixed reviews, the conversation about Trippie died down a little. Was this the end of Trippie's run?
I love Trippie Redd.
May 2021 saw the release of Miss the Rage, the smash hit featuring Playboi Carti. This song was a powerhouse for Trippie, racking up over 500 million streams and becoming the highest charting single of Trippie Redd's career. You could not escape this anthem, being played at parties, on the radio, included in every other TikTok. Not long after, Holy Smokes featuring Lil Uzi Vert was released, performing well. Both of these singles were included on Trip at Night, Trippie Redd's hyperpop-inspired Rage album. However, it seemed that this momentum was short-lived, as the next few albums saw mixed and negative reviews. Trippie Redd stays consistent with a Love Letter to You albums, but when he ventures outside of his usual sound, he either strikes gold or falls flat, and there's little in between. In August of 2024, Trippie and Coi Leray rekindled their 2019 relationship. However, not long after sharing that she was pregnant, Coi accused Trippie of cheating on her while she was pregnant. Leaving out some of the tumultuous beefs, that is the career of Trippie Redd. I hope you guys enjoyed.